This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of the Kenobi novel. And with this, there's obviously going to be spoilers, although this book has been out for a good amount of time. Let's just go straight into it. And honestly, I like the Kenobi show a lot more than this novel. Although it is a good book, I feel like it's not as great as many people have been making it say, with it just being a pretty simple story that doesn't focus on Obi-Wan all that much. With it, it's more of a Western story in Tatooine, where you get to see what happens to the village, and with it, the major events are more taking place outside of Obi-Wan's perspective, where you only get to see his perspective in a few pages, where he's trying to communicate with Qui-Gon. And with it, yeah, honestly, it's a good book. I would definitely recommend to read it, but it's not as amazing as some other people have been making it seem. And it's something that, although I did read it, it's not on one of the list of books that I just have to go and reread because of how amazing it was. It's sort of something that I'll reread eventually, but yeah, it's just not just the greatest novel ever. With it, you have some interesting stuff like getting a little bit of a look into the Tuscans far before stuff like the Book of Boba Fett ever even dared to go into humanizing the Tuscans, but also with it, it just hasn't done too much. And with it, I think that there was just so many other things that they could have done with this novel to make it a little more focused on Obi-Wan. And with it, as I said, I think the Kenobi show did a lot better job with it. And it really just focused on Obi-Wan more as a character and just his guilt and everything, because with it, I think that watching another review, they said that there's only like 14 pages, I think, from Obi-Wan's perspective. And with it being a book called Kenobi, I think that's not really a good thing. And with it, he's just kind of reciting the events that recently happened and asking Qui-Gon for help. So with it, it really doesn't make too much of a change to the story. And with it, you could have cut Obi-Wan out of the story and literally put in any other Jedi or really anyone else and set it at any different time period. And you would only have to make minimal changes to the story for that to work, with the only other things that have an impact is Anakin's slaughter of the Tusken Raiders and a small mention of the formation of the Empire. But yeah, besides that, you really don't have to go and change too much, and you could change the era, and you could change whatever Jedi is there, and with it, you don't even have to change the era to change the Jedi, since this could be set during the Clone Wars or really anything, or it could be set after everything with the Empire, and it would still play out probably the same way, because this is a story that Obi-Wan Kenobi completely didn't need to be a part of, and I think that's probably my biggest problem with it. Although it is good, it just feels like, as some people would say about the Kenobi show, completely unnecessary, but this is the Kenobi show, they did have some big emotional moments with him fighting Vader, and with this, There's nothing really important for Obi-Wan to go through. And the most important thing that happens is he accidentally slips up and his last name becomes known to other people. And I say that's probably the most significant thing to happen to him. And with it, he partially goes through some of the stuff that he goes through in the Kenobi show, but it's not as clear and is a little more off screen. And yeah, honestly, it's a good book, as I said, but personally, it's something that I'm not gonna be reviewing for a while. I'm gonna try and change the book out because I did get the audiobook of it because I was really interested in it, but I was really disappointed, so I'm gonna try and change it out for a different one as long as there's no rule about that on Audible. If not, I'll just keep it since I'll be thinking about that, but still the audiobook it was good, but yeah, the story it's okay. But I do want to know what you think of the novel. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.